In this presentation, I want to discuss two types of metrics. They are financial and non-financial. These non-financial metrics are also known as activity metrics, and both are equally important. In my over 20 years of combined experience as a CPA in public accounting, consulting, controllership, and CFO roles, I've always considered a set of financial statements to be somewhat raw data. So why do I say this? Because they are only half of the equation. You see, financial statements report information that's in the past. And yes, this information is very important, but how do you get strategic about improving those numbers going forward in the future? How do you know where you are being inefficient or where there's a huge opportunity for quick and easy improvement? This is where the magic of metrics come into play. Once you've identified the drivers to success for your business, you are ready to identify and put those related metrics in place. To more clearly distinguish the difference between financial and non-financial metrics, I'll cover two examples in three different industries. Let's say you're in manufacturing. A financial metric would be manufacturing cost as a percentage of revenue. A non-financial metric would be manufacturing cycle time. This is how long it takes to produce one unit from the time raw materials are released into production to becoming finished goods. How about a restaurant? A financial metric would be food cost percentage. That's the cost of creating a specific item on the menu to the selling price of that item. A non-financial metric would be the table turnover rate. That's the average time your customers take from when they initially sit at the table until they get up and leave. And lastly, how about a retail business? A financial metric would be the total dollar sales to total square footage of retail space. This lets you know how good or how bad you're utilizing your floor space. A non-financial metric would be what is the average dollar transaction per customer. Bear in mind, financial and non-financial metrics can be anything. You can make them up to analyze anything you deem important to drive success for your business. As in a previous video, I'd like to talk briefly about the greatest retailer of all time, Sam Walton. Sam Walton was a master when it came to financial and non-financial metrics. For example, I read in one of his biographies that Sam Walton knew which color of children's toy balls sold most, and he made sure he never ran out of that specific color. Imagine, this was years before computers. I assure you there's never been a successful business that did not utilize in some form or fashion financial and/or non-financial metrics. These metrics will inform you of any needed adjustments that need to be made to make your business a well-oiled, efficient machine. The insight and discoveries they will reveal can be the difference between failure and success, or even marginal success to huge success. So yes, knowing the information contained in a set of financial statements is very important, but it's just half of the equation. Getting strategic about your future numbers and utilizing financial and non-financial metrics will catapult any business, whether a startup or older established business, to a whole new level. I hope these few minutes were beneficial, and I'd love to hear your comments. And should you have any questions, please send me an email. My email address is listed in the information section of this video below. Thanks for listening.